Hello all. Today I am going to discuss about the basic of an electrical circuit and its various parameters. Now what is an electrical circuit? An electrical circuit is a closed conducting path where the current flows. So the figure shows an electrical circuit having various active elements and passive elements, which we will discuss later. So again I repeat, an electrical circuit is a closed conducting path where the current flows. So there are different types of electrical circuits: linear circuit, non-linear circuit, bilateral circuit and unilateral circuit. Now one by one we will see what is a linear circuit. A linear circuit, if the parameters of the circuit are independent of voltage and current, then it is called as a linear circuit. So examples are like amplifiers, differentiators. So these are linear elements where the parameters of the circuit are independent of the various values of voltage and current. Next we go to non-linear circuit. Now if the parameters of the circuit changes with voltage and current, then the circuit elements if present in the circuit are called as non-linear circuit, like diode, transistors and rectifiers. Next we move to bilateral circuit. A circuit whose characteristics are same in either direction of current flow is called as bilateral circuit. For example, transmission lines. The transmission line is a bilateral circuit. It is because it can be made to perform its function equally well in either directions. Next we have unilateral circuit. Now a circuit whose characteristic changes with the direction of current flow is called as unilateral circuit. For example, we have diode rectifier. A diode rectifier is a unilateral circuit as it cannot perform rectification in both directions. So these are various type of circuits. Now we will see the diagram of a circuit. So it consists of active elements. E1 and E2 are the voltage source active elements, and R1, R2 and R3 are the passive elements. So an active element is one which supplies electrical energy to the circuit, whereas a passive element is one which consumes electrical energy in the form of heat energy, that is in case of resistances, stores in electrical field, that is in terms of capacitance, and stores in magnetic field, that is inductance. So depending upon the presence of depending on the active and the passive element present, we can say it is either active network or it is a passive network. An active network is that which contains active elements, and a passive network is that which contains passive elements only. So these are normal electrical circuit which is a combination of both active and the passive. Like active is your E1 voltage source and your passive is your resistances R1, R2 and R3. Now we move on. So E1 and E2 are the active elements present. R1, R2, R3 are the passive elements present. Now we will be looking after nodes, junction and loop. Now what is a node? A node of a network is an equipotential surface at which two or more circuit elements are joined. So in this figure, A, B, C and D are node. So here in case of node A, the circuit element E1 and R1 are joined. To node B, R1, R2 and R3 are joined. To node C, R3 and E2 are joined, and to node 4, these two active elements and R2 are joined. So we can say A, B, C, D are the nodes. Now coming to branch, a branch is that part of network which lies between two junctions. Suppose we have BAD. Before that we will be learning about what is a junction. A junction is that point in a network where three or more circuit elements are joined. So the point B and point D are called as junctions. So point B, to this particular point, three circuit elements are connected, R1, R3 and R2, and to the point D again three circuit elements are connected. So B and D are called as junctions. Now coming to talking about branch, so we can say BAD and BCD are branch. BAD and BCD are branch. When we talk about branch, BAD and BCD are called as branch. Even BD is also called as branch. It is that part of the network which lies between two junctions. So as we have two junctions B and D, so we have BAD and BCD and BD, which are the two branches. Next we talk about loop. So a loop is any closed path of a network. We have ABDA, BCDB and ABCDA. Any closed path like A, B, D and A. Similarly loop 2B, C, D and B. Again we have a total central loop A, B, C, D. So we have three loops in this circuit: ABDA, BCDB and ABCDA. Next we talk about mesh. So what is a mesh? Mesh is a loop which cannot be further subdivided into other loops. We can say loop is a superset and mesh is a subset. So mesh is, there is two mesh in this circuit. Mesh 1 which is A, B, D and A, and mesh 2 that is B, C, D. So in this circuit we have, again repeating, we have active elements like E1 and E2, passive elements like R1, R2 and R3. Nodes are like A, B, C, D. Junctions are like B and D. Then we have branches B, A, D and B, C, D. B, A, D and B, C, D. Similarly, we have BD also as a branch. Then we have mesh A, B, D, A and B, C, D, B. Similarly, we have loops, 3 loops are there. So this is all total about basics of electrical circuit. So a circuit electrical circuit is any closed path where the current flows, consisting of active elements, passive elements, and then there are nodes, junctions, loop, mesh and branch. So there are different types of circuit. Again I repeat, linear circuit, non-linear circuit, bilateral circuit, unilateral circuit. So these are the examples of the various circuits. Thank you.